Boom. Okay, dokie. I think everything is good to go now. Of course, I forgot to do the camera exposure program, so we're adjusting that live. Just give me a second as I get some of my windows in order, and then we shall begin some of the Chaos Knight bullshittery and shenanigans. Also, we'll go through some lovely little minis I've picked up on during the week. Just give me a second. I'm waiting for a thing to... I do not like how my browser is really chugging for some reason. Also, like how I suddenly have like 12 gigabytes left on my main hard drive. That's a bit of an issue. And 112 on my SSD. That's a problem. Anyway, so shifting into the main screen, let's go. Lamo. Hey, there we go. Alright, so first up, what is half the stuff I have here? I don't know, and I don't care. Let me get to my camera, configure the video, and why is my tracking going like crazy? Let me turn it on. Hold on. Okay, turn another lamp on first. There we go. Now that my room is blinding light all around me. Camera controls. Manual exposure. White balance to 5400. 5433, whatever, close enough. Boom. There we go. Perfect. Okay. And we can go a good old spit shine to the lens. And just my little lens cleaner. Oh yeah, you like that? I'm fingering the camera. Yeah, there you go. Should have gone real close to talk centrally. Anyway, here we go. Oh, my ring light is now signed off. Uh-oh. Hold on, my ring light around the camera's gonna fall. Oh god. Oh Jesus. Fuck. Okay. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Good day, everybody. I totally wasn't up a bit too later than I should have been last night because I almost forgot to finish magnetizing the rest of the weapons. Making sure the putty stuck in place. But yeah, now we have all the weapon bases pretty much done. At least, as I started skipping some of the main weapon parts just to get the elbow joint in place. So now we have weapon swaps for almost every weapon here. Although, I will say though, after going this far, pushing through with all these weapon bits and stuff, there is one weapon that shares an elbow joint. One of them. Specifically, the right arm, this weird plasma gun thing that also builds as a flamer for the Ruinator. Get the box out. That specific arm, elbow, is shared with the turbo laser or las cannon arm for the left arm. That is the only weapon here that's shared an elbow. Every other weapon here pretty much came with their own elbow pieces. So now I know. Now I know I need to get one Chaos Knight elbow joint printed out. One for every weapon option to be possible on the Chaos Knight Ruinator kit. So not bad, considering that GW could have just done one elbow and then you gotta commit to it and you have done a ton of elbow joints. I would not have been surprised if GW did that. I am happily surprised that they didn't and gave us so many elbow options. So, yeah, that's a neat thing. Although, let's see, yeah, I will have to... further work needs to be done on this is I need to hollow this part out so that I can magnetize this piece, because this one does not pressure fit in like that piece does. So this needs the magnetization in. Then I have this weapon swap working. This is the Thunderclaw fist elbow piece. I just built what I needed to build to actually just make it to magnetize the elbow. And what I think I have to do is I'm going to do a tiny little bit of super glue, I think, into these areas here just to ensure that the magnet doesn't pull out. Oh god, uh-oh, well, okay. They are, whoa, Jesus, they're falling around. Let's see. So yeah, so I've got the giant chainsaw axe. A lot of this needs some sanding. I just needed to get it together first just to have it there. We have the... I need to finish making the rest of that pulse drill thing. Oh, yeah. This is the very specific... Ah. Oh, right. I didn't get to this far yet. I just got... Because I think I just completely forgot to actually continue with this. Oh, well. Minor thing, because right now my main focus is to get the rest of this night going, and I'm not going to be using the tentacle form on this anytime soon. So, I'll put this back in the box first. So I think forms I'm not going to use just yet, I'm going to put back in the box. Because right now, I'm first going to run this as the Ruinator in the ally, when I ally it in things. I would say, though, this chain sword with the giant gnarly hook at the end. It's like, oh, this has no way to stab or lunge at anyone, but I can just hook, pull things, and really fucking cool, mate. And there are little details here, nice. Although I'll say there's this part here where it has this little. This is articulated, however, it's kind of loose, and this little piston part here is kind of nice detail, but it can go a bit too far, and it's like, oh, see, the piston came out. But yeah, I think this is one of my favorite weapons, favorite visual weapons on this at least. Yeah, put that aside. So I need to do this, but then I need to have this on hand to check the clearance for the magnetization and stuff. So, where'd the elbow go again? No, you need this elbow back. Meh. Yeah. So we're going to continue building this knight. Particularly, it's going to involve some of the magnetization of the front helmet piece, because I think that needs magnetizations to be set up properly. But first up, let us quickly do a quick show. I can't show this one on stream. I'll show this in the Discord. Exclamation mark Discord. Yeah, I'll show this one off in the Discord. I cannot show this on stream. Put that to the side. What's it? Yeah, here we go. This is more like it. This I can show on stream. Get this open. Get this open. Here we go. Yeah. Look at that. Not sure if you can how easy you can see the scales on this Terminator armor. This is some Alpha Legion Cataphracti. And for a recast, they are an extremely good recast. I'm not seeing any flaws in the details. I'll just be a little bit careful trimming all the gates and stuff off it, but it's looking pretty fancy and spiffy. I don't know what I'm going to use them for, but I just saw them and they were cheap, so I grabbed them. There we go. That's up. I got 2 sets of them, so I can have 10. So I can afford 10 of them. I have to check the rules to see what weapon loadouts are allowed. And I just build those loadouts. What else do I have? I have this very nicely detailed Praetor. That's not Praetor, I think Champion. Yeah, 32mm base Champion. It's just a fancy Space Marine from Horus Heresy. Again, very crisp details. I look forward to making that one. What else do I have? You are... Oh shit, I can't show these either. Sorry, no. No, I can't show like these. I can't, These are topless or Pentia models. Put it that way. There we go. Topless or Pentias. That's all you need to know. You'll find out in this squad. And then I have this... I think... Is this a fist? Imperial Fist? I think it's Imperial Fist. I think, is this a fist? I can't... Is there a Legion number? CDLVI. I don't know. Basically, He's a really cool Cataphractii Terminator leader. I mean, yeah, look at those details on the fist and the finger and everything. For a recast, this is amazing. And he's got the fur and the cape as well. Oh shit, fur on the cape. Oh, what? Never mind, he's a fist. There you go. Never mind, he's a fist. Here's the Imperial Fist symbol right there. I was gonna say, oh, fur on the cape, he's a space wolf. No, he's a fist. He's here to fist. It's fisting time. Ooh. Hey, look at that. Look at that face. Yeah. So that's a bunch of little resin things. I'm using a lot of these proxying characters and stuff now, just because they look cool, honestly. But yeah, with that said, though, it is time to continue with some Chaos Knight Shenanigans. Yeah. Oh. Just as soon as my stuff stops trying to fly around everywhere. So yeah, I have to magnetize these little front pods for sure. I think I'm going to magnetize the head piece just to make the head turnable, because this head joint is very weird. I don't quite understand how that's meant to work. And so I'm going to fix it myself. Then we get to the instructions where the head part is involved. Yeah, because here's the stupid thing. This headpiece here has a little up and down joint. There we go, up and down joint. Very small up and down. And you say, pretty much here's where you see it rotate. And they say you don't glue it there. So it's supposed to be able to rotate a little bit here. But then this peg up here that rotates is how you mount the shroud. The armored shroud. Which I'm going to put in here. However, doing so makes the shroud move with the head, which, as I looked, is not a thing as far as I know. The shroud is supposed to stay still and the head looks on its own. Because also that means the whole shroud itself bumps and then greatly reduces the articulation of the head, which is like, And it looks like, is it gonna? I feel that shroud scraping. Yeah, I feel the shroud scrape the back of this plate here, and it feels like that shouldn't be the case. Yeah, so it's like, such a strange way they did that. So basically, what my plan is I'm going to snip this off here, stick a magnet, and then this will magnetize up in the hole, and then this will be solidly glued in on top of that magnet, so then the shroud just stays facing forward in a fixed position. And it's like, feels like I shouldn't have to do that, but that's how it's been made. Like, I know. Let's test again. This time, good old blue tack to help us. Stick. Yeah, stick that blue tack in. I'm gonna have that blue tack onto that thing. There we go. And then we just put that into the little track. Yeah, I can feel it scrape the back. And that's going to be a butch and a half to fix. So I'm going to make it not a problem for me. Yeah. So, let me grab a thing quickly. Hold on. Okay, got it. So, where is it? Where is it? Go for my little hobby saw. Seriously, where's my hobby saw? It should have been right here on my table. Oh, got it. Got it? Okay, here we go. So, I think... Let's see. Hmm. I'm thinking, because also now, this is a very... well, before I go crazy with the cutty-cutty... Hmm. Yeah, because look how far that neck turns. Let me see. Yeah, that's not... That's not right. That's not right! Let's see. Is there any way for me to mount that? I think, can I just use some putty to... Okay, I have an idea. I have an idea. Let me get the rest of the headphones. Because this is going to be hidden behind the shroud. Oh, no. I have to... No, I need to make that removable because I have to paint behind. Yeah, that's going to be impossible to paint if it's separate. Hmm. Or... I'll just pressure fit it. Yeah. Hey, keep it simple, stupid. Just pressure fit the damn thing in. That's fine. Yeah. I'll paint this all first. I'll then glue the C clamp on after it's already fully painted, and I'll just pressure fit that shroud on top. Yeah, keep it simple, stupid. Getting some paint on this part will make it thicker, and then it will pressure fit better. There we go. Okay, never mind. Solved that. Solved that one. What I do need to solve next is the shoulder weapons, because those definitely need to magnetize somehow, or pressure fit somehow, because they do need a part swap between Knight versions. So, let me see. Let me see. Where is the thing? Okay. Now I have to do A89. That's an armored plate. That's a chest plate. Let me go find it. Of course, it's the bottommost runner, which I needed, as always. Oh. Okay. 89. Look at that. Look at that piece. Snip. Snippy, snip, snip. There we go. And carefully. Carefully. And carefully. Carefully. There we go. And just a quick file. This thing where I've seen you can get some third-party chest plates here, some with boobies on it. And, again, I'll probably build this knight as close to as is as I can, except for the magnetization options for now, just so I know what to expect of it. And then future knights, of which there will be future knights. There has to be future, at least 2 more big knights if I commit to an army with this. And so with those, I can go a bit fancier with third-party bits and stuff. So let's see. So then this, it goes here, and it glues on with 2 tabs here. 3 tabs? Yeah. So this is a case of paint first, glue it later. Yeah. Okay. So a lot of this is going to be paint first, glue later, which I don't mind, honestly. If that's the case, I should go look into working on the internal details. Oh, okay, here we go. This is it. This is where you're supposed to capture in these different bits. And I have to see which one is which. Hi, Pokemon, welcome, welcome. Yes, I've got these little parts here to trim off and change to magnets or something. Because the stupid capture mechanism is, well, stupid. But then, I know there is multiple shield quests. Are the shield quests specific to Knight type, or can I choose? Let me recheck. Or am I seeing things? There's one shield quest here. No. Oh, okay. There's 2 types of front crest. One with flayed skin, and one with skulls on it. I'm not sure if that's even worth magnetizing, honestly. I suppose the flayed skin one is more towards the abominants. Let me just take a look. Let me just see. Yeah, the flayed skin one's for the abominant build. Technically. Again, it's decoration, doesn't matter which one, really. But then, I do have to check, is there's a difference between the guns, because I know some have the stubber, some have a melter. Or am I mixing up? That might be the Dominus. Yeah. By the way, there's a lot of pausing in the building of this knight just because I'm trying to. GW being GW, make it so that you kind of have to commit to certain build options unless you start modifying things. And for a massively expensive kit, I'm going to get the most out of it if I can. Like pretty much all the weapon arm options. Thankfully, all but one of the arms come with its own separate joint. So I only need to get one elbow joint 3D printed to make the last weapon option magnetizable, which is pretty good for a GW kit. So yeah, but right now, especially these shoulder missile pods, only one version uses those missile pods. The others have a shield crest as a stub gun. Just I'm remembering some of them, instead of a stub gun, it was a melter gun there. However, I need to check and see because that might have been the larger class of knight that had that option. I'm looking to see. It looks like, oh hey, there's a little machine gun detail there. So yeah, but hold on, take a look at this. Like the bottom left is actually my favorite this is my favorite version of the Chaos Knight itself, this Vampager with the claw and this gnarly chainsword. But it's not the best one to use if you only have one big knight to ally in. So that's why I magnetize everything so I can run it as whichever one I want later on. But this is just a really nice, very inconvenient to use probably chainsaw hook thing. Just meh. Like, mom. But yeah, I'm just to get the damn thing done, I'm focusing on one build, but I make sure all the other parts are ready to be done as needed. And I still have to think of the color scheme. I really like that color scheme, but it might not fit too well with the Ruinators loadout. But yeah, first off, let's see. Let's see. Let me see. 24, 25. Let's get the missile pod built and then figure out how to best handle the part swapping of it. There we go. What's the difference between these two? Don't worry. 24, 25 is the right-hand side one. Okay. Of course, the thing with Chaos Knights is you have to be very careful in snipping the nubs because they have a lot of spike details that can blend in with the nubs. Boop. Snip. Snip. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. I was like, I probably have to get to Imperial Knight to compare it, but again, all these guides and sites saying you had to have this to do the full magnetization feels a bit overblown. Like, as I said, with this kit, as I found out, you have an elbow joint for all but one of the weapons included. And then that's it. So it's like, So you don't actually need that many magnets thus far. Yeah. So it's like, Let me trim this kit. Really? There. Okay. But yeah. War dogs might be a different thing, but the war dogs will be later. Right now, I just need to get one of these. At least this one done. Yeah, one of these. I only have one big one so far. So far. I was like, this is going to be a real fun thing to paint up. Yeah, gotta figure out the paint scheme. Like, Also, yeah, I can. I probably have to. I gotta whip out my Chaos Knight book. I got the old Chaos Knight book for free because the new one came out now. And so the old one is all the old one's good for is just some lore dump as well as pictures. The rules are all wrong, so I can use that to just get a little bit of inspiration for the different knight colors and stuff I can use. That might look good. There we go. Okay. So then this missile pod just goes on like so. Okay. What? Like that. Yes. Clear up those details. All the way around. There. Okay. So, this is supposed to go like that and get entrapped in there, and then irremovable after. Although it definitely looks like I can magnetize in. There's enough of a stalk on this missile pod to fit. Let's see, what magnets do I have here? There we go. Magnet doesn't quite fit, but I can drill that out a bit, just get the magnet to fit through the hole. Yeah, so I think trim off here at the very top of it, replace with a small magnet, close the C-clip here, drill it out a bit, and then just stick a big magnet on top of that, and then just gonna go stick right in. That seems to be the best way to do it. So let's commit to it. I'm gonna commit to it. I'm committing to it. No regrets. YOLO even. Where is... Now, where's the runner for this? Where is a little tiny ass C-clip? Where the fuck is this? Tiny C-clips? Oh my fuck. Oh my god, they're sideways. That's why I can't find it. No. Is that? No. No, that's the head. No, that's one for the head. Oh my god. I am being very, very, very... There! Here. Here, this tiny ass little piece. That's 95. Yeah, that's the piece I'm looking for. That means there's another one on this runner. Where's the other one? Where is the other one? That's 95. Where's 101? Where is 100? I'm not seeing it on this runner. Let's get this one off first. And I have to hunt for where the other one is. This is needle in haystack levels of bullshittery. Holy shit. There's 100 here. There! Oh my god, they put it right next to one of the weapons. Okay. There we go. God damn, that was a hunt. There we go. Trim that. And that goes like that. Maybe. Other way. Can't tell which way it's meant to go. I'm going to assume the snip side down. Yeah, okay, it's this way. Alright, so I'm going to cement that one in place. Because I need this to have a nice solid connection. Not brittle connection when I do the little drilling out later. There we go. Bam. Push. Nice. Push. Quick wipe with the cement here. Really want this to merge together nicely for my later drilly. The drilly. Okay. Same for the other side. Okay. Blam, blam. Squish. Okay. Bam. Okay. Nice. So let that cement dry first. So I'll get the other missile pod going first, and then yeah, let's get now that the two main parts I need to drill on. Let's get the other missile pod built, and all the weapons that need to magnetize swap into that spot. Snip, 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 snip. Then after that, I think it's going to be just the shoulder joints, and then it's just all the armor panels. So pretty close to actually finishing the build as far as it can go before we start painting it. Yeah. So yeah, so today might be again a little bit of a shorter stream, but then honestly I wouldn't mind that because I am bloody exhausted. But I must persevere for at least 2 hours. Get at least some progress on this. Again, my weekly streaming is usually this is the day which I commit, well, to stream, and also to actually just get some sort of hobby progress done between things going on in life. So, yeah, this is my hobby day, and I just happen to share it with anyone who's maybe interested in it on the Twitches. Hashtag content, am I right? There we go. Very carefully scrape the mold lining off here. All these spikes are very painful on my fingers. I will be effectively anointing this thing with my own blood if I hold it any tighter. Snip. Snip. And snip. Snip. Very lightly. And very lightly. Yes. Bam. Okay. And slather. There we go. Nice. So that's 2 missile pods. Now I have to do the subgun and shield. 96, 97. Okay, 96, 97. Again, gotta find those pieces amongst all this. Let me see. 96, 97. Here we go. 97. Give. And isn't, oh my god, they put 96 on a different runner? They did, didn't they? Yes, they did. Let's get the shield off. You're coming with me. Uh, 96, 97. Oh my god, 96. Are you on this runner? No. Are you on this runner? Yes. To me. Yes. Give. Nice. That. And quickly trim away the mold lining. That in between those bits. Top of the bits. Oh my god. This is why it takes a long time, actually. Just all the cleanup of the parts. Well. Nice and careful. Perfect. And trim these. 1, 2, 3. Stained. There. And this. Whoop. There. Then flat. Why is something falling on me? Getting bits falling on me. I don't know where it's coming from. The aircon must be blowing something around. Yeah, for some, I'm kind of very warm today, so I have my aircon on right now. I don't think the mic's picking it up when I speak. After this, back to the VOD. If I listen back to the VOD. Fun fact, I rarely check my own VODs because, well, busy. Finish stream, get back to life, or go to sleep, get back to life, and it's like, well, shit, the next week's appear now. I've got to hit go live. Okay, here we go. So now. So this. Go like that. How does this go? So this looks like it can be articulated, but then there is no way to articulate it. Looks like it's 180 degree, so I just gotta have that glue exactly in this angle. Okay, so I'm gonna be stuck here holding this. That. And hold. Rotate around. 180-degree angle. Looks kind of good. Pretty good. There. Okay. Nice. Okay. Then shield plate just goes on. Not. Feels like if I had a little bit of paint here, this could be a pressure fit. So I could change the shield plate if I wanted. Not sure if having the shield plate replaceable is really worth it or not. But at least it'll make the painting of this part easier without this bulb in the way, so I'll have it separate, but then I'll put it back together for paint. I have it set for painting, and then we'll see if I want to glue it together after the fact. Well, there you go. So yeah, let us let's begin magnetizing. So first, let me get my smallest diameter magnets. And compare to the hole. Okay, so it needs to ream out a little bit more. It needs to be 1 mm thicker. Here's a round thing. So I need to go a bit deeper, this looks like. I think I'm just going to have to just full send it. I'm just going to have to go in. Oh my. Oh, hey now, hey now, you're a rock star. Oh my, what am I doing live on Twitch? Oh, just reaming out tight holes here, are we? Oh geez, oh my goodness. Don't touch that dial. Put the kids to bed. We be reaming here, mates. Oh yeah, let's see. Yeah, that's a good inch. Yeah, I gotta see. Got my 1 inch going straight in. Oh, no, actually, I do have to do this to sand this down a bit. Hold on. Let's put it in the other way. There we go. Ream it out. Just widen that hole a bit. Stretch it out a bit. Need to make it nice and loose for the magnet to fit through. Without splitting it. We don't want to split this. You can quote me on all this. There we go. Yeah, good ream out right there. Well, that's looking nicely stretched. Can I fit the magnet through? Not yet. We're almost there. We need to go even deeper. Although actually, I'm signing around out of girth though with this sanding file. This is gonna be very awkward if I hit the girth limit of my sanding file. There we go. Send it up. Send it the other way. There we go. There we go. Just give it a bit of a twiddle, a twiddle diddle. A little bit of a twiddle diddle, if you know what I mean. Have you done your twiddle diddles today? Oh shit, doesn't fit still. Huh. Just, I need to twiddle diddle it some more. We're going for full width, full depth, full width with this. Come on, let me just very carefully ream it, and oh, there we go. Full penetration achieved. Oh, look at that! Max depth. Full brigandes, probably. There we go. Let's just Move that out a bit. There we go. Look at that. See? First was that, and now it's that. When we were done with it. Can this fit? Yes, there we go. Perfect fit. Whee. Nice. Oh my, oh, look. How many beads are going in? All of them. Perfect. There we go. Okay. Now, if I've not been banned from the channel yet for everything we've been saying, repeat the same thing for the other hole now. The other hole. Anyway, so, yep, just some casual late night reaming on the Coleman R channel. Just do some little spinny spin, twiddles. Start slow, go fast. Right around. There we go. Just carefully ream it. We don't want to split it. We want to ream it bit large and tight, but we want to ream it large and loose, but we don't want to split it. We still need some care with this. There we go. We need to get the full depth going. There we go. Ah, we're through the second hole now. We have 2 holes reamed out and ready. Are y'all reamed out and ready? I am. Oh. There we go. Yeah. There we go. Doing some hole-to-hole action right now. Some A to A, A to V, V to A, V to V. And, okay, that fits in nicely. That also fits in nicely. So let me, do I need to even this out a bit? Maybe. There we go. So now, let's tame it down a bit. Give it a little swipe with the cement to smooth things out. Play on both sides. There. Perfect. Boom. Okay. So now, that will fit through nicely still. Perfect. I'm just going to stick a once it's dry, going to glue a magnet on top there. Replace the shaft here with the magnet here, and then we're good to go. What I do is just make sure I get the polarities correct. I'm going to make sure I match the polarities with everything here just to keep things similar. So this is going to face down, so the weapon will be like that. Okay. All these, just going to stick these here so that I know the right way to go with this. So I need to, I guess I'll go with the missile pods. Snip, go with one that's on that side. Snip that off completely and replace with magnet. Where's my where's my rusty saw? This is rusty saw. This is the best way to do it as chaos. Hello, Mr. Nanja. Welcome. You just missed me doing some double hole reaming. We went full depth with the reaming here, and I'm about to now saw off some shaft to replace with a magnet to magnetize his weapons in. Welcome. Let me very carefully saw this off. Sand it down and start some magnet gluings. Yeah, making some progress now. I feel like tonight the entire inner frame of the knight will be done and ready and magnetized, and then I can begin painting that. All the armor panels and stuff I'll be painting separate just to make it easy to reach everything, and then it's just a case of they glue onto these little points here on the frame anyway. So yeah, by next stream, potentially by next stream, I'm going to begin painting this already. And I'll totally remember to prime it beforehand so I don't start streaming and go, okay, I primed the model. Now I wait for the priming to dry. I'm like, well, shit, that's the stream gone. I hope you're having a lovely day, sir, ma'am. Both. There we go. Let's see. So now... Oh, ad break starts in 5 minutes. Can't do much about that. I need to now super glue that. I'll super glue it first. If super glue doesn't work, I'll then drill and magnetize it. But super glue now. So I sort my desk. It gets unsorted, and I resort it, and I can't find anything. I'll just snooze that ad first, since I'm focused here. Whoops, it is. Tiny. Okay, that's not tiny, but maybe I can get away with that. I feel like that's too much glue. There we go. Okay. Oh god, it's kind of hard to align this. Oh shit, that actually is pretty hard to align this. 1 second. Okay, maybe this is not working. Oh, just wipe that glue off. Wipe that glue off. Separate that magnet from the vest so it doesn't get stuck. Okay, we're going to do a slight little drill. Just for alignment purposes. Okay. Let us get the center drill point. And my pin vise. He looks as centered as it can be. How that hole go? Okay, powder hole looks good. Begin the ream hole. Wait a minute. Let's see if I can widen it more with the knife. There we go. That's doing good. Ream it more this way to keep the center line positioning. And then we ream it harder with the file. Ream it even harder with the actual round file. Okay. Will that fit in? Not yet. Almost. It's almost to the entire edge of the thing. So I just need to get the ream out whilst I have the alignment for this magnet. Okay. Let's see. How about now? Almost right. Almost good. Do I have a drill bit that's really sized to this? I should have two pin vices out here. Interesting. I don't Note to self, get a second pin device, because I thought I had a second one, but I don't see it. Anyway, let us just try to stand out this, ream this out. Okay. There you go. That looks like a good foundation. Let me use a small bit of putty on the inside as a stop block for it. Here we go. Just very quickly mix it up here. Very good. Half it. Push that in a bit. All the way in. Nicely. Pull the rest of that way. Stick this on. Okay. Very small bit of glue. Okay. This then presses. And then I hold this till it's dry. And it's assured centered on this entire piece. There. Huh. Press that. I need it straight for sure. Let's see, will that fit? Actually, quick test. Now that glue is dry. Uh-huh. There, okay. Looks straight. Let us get a little more of the cement or glue. Chinese swat in the back. Yeah. There we go. Here. You bought a girl plot? Ooh, what girl plot did you get? Which one was it? Girl plot, cool. Also, speaking also about girl plot, well, not girl plot, girl resin. Uh, in a few months, so be gone, bot! Get out of the way. There you go. I have a girl resin on pre-order right now. And I'm hoping it'll come. I think because it's pre-order, I think it's gonna be 6 months out still. It's the first time I pre-ordered something this far in advance, but it's I wanted it. And it's on a reputable website, and so I trust it. Yeah, you can post a link here. Go for it. I'll say so. The one which I'm getting, I can't post it on Twitch. I can't post on which I'm getting in Twitch because reasons. That's going to be a Discord and social media only sharing project. There we go. There, look at that. Boom. Magnetize that weapon part here. Yeah, you should be able to post links in here. I don't believe I disabled it because it's not been abused as of yet by anybody. So huzzah. Okay, let me do the weapon mod for this side. I mean, the magnetization mod for this side, and then do it for the other side. And that's the next primary thing. Let's see. Ooh, nice. Let's take a look at this. Oh, you got Ninetales! Nice. Really, really cool one. Do I have Ninetales? I think... I'm not sure if I got Ninetales or not. But yeah, really cool. That's that one. I know that was really, really, really popular when released. I know. Hope you're having a good time with that one. Oh yeah, let's see. Yes. Oh, the majestic dress and the massive tids. Love it. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I hope you have fun building that. She's gonna look beautiful. I don't think I ever got that one. I got the other Aswa sisters, the regular Aswa sisters. And then I just never got around to grabbing Ninetales. I might pick up Ninetales later on. I need to do a major readjust on my shelves because I actually am legitimately having space issues with my display shelves now. I actually now have to stop prioritizing. Only if I painted the kit will it stay on my shelf now, because otherwise I got too many kits right now. Ones that are not painted will probably have to go into storage boxes or something. This is the life of a collector, fortunately. And a builder and a painter. There we go. Let me just ream this. Listen carefully. Nice and carefully. So, getting slightly quiet here as I just try to very carefully ream this center here exactly. Just keep it nice and even all around. Using my spit to quickly clean the debris away to ensure. Let's clear this out nice and carefully. Yes. Well, I have the big one I got was the Frame Arms, the Gowai Kai with the exoskeleton suit, which actually combine it with the regular Gowai. So you have Frame Arms Gowai with Frame Arms Gowai. That's the big one which I got. Again, the reason I haven't built this is because my display shelf's having issues now. Well, space issues. There we go. Where's my magnets at? Where are my magnets at? Here they are. That was the fit. It needs a little bit more of a ream at the side here for the magnet to sit into, and then we're good to go for the putty and glue. Yeah, it needs a little bit more. I'll use this to just get a V groove in for it to sit into. There. Now let's try. There we go. Okay, that's a nice solid little V groove sitting point. So with a little bit of leftover putty here, squish that in as a little bit of a tiny spacer, support spacer on the inside. Like so. Push it in a little. Use the magnet to jam it in a bit. Okay. Small bit of cement, well, cement glue. Like that. Close super glue. And then stick. Stick and hold in alignment for a bit. Is the alignment all good? Hold on. Like that. There we go. So, quick test. Well, okay. No. Get back here. That slots in there. Like that. There. Okay. There we go. And then now I have this specific goes here, then it has this little shield up on it. There. Okay. So that is one side magnetized. Yeah, go on. No. Pop that out. Small super glue in there, kind of holding it back. There. Okay, so two of the things magnetized. Let's see. Oh boy, I'm over an hour in. I barely made progress, but it's more been a lot of just cleaning up pieces, aligning pieces, and then getting these magnets in place. Oh my god, look at all this dust. I'm gonna have to do some serious cleanup on this. There we go. But oh, I want to figure out how to do base. I want to do a fancy-ish base for this as well. I have to think on how to do the fanciest base. Oh well, that's a future me issue. Current me needs to finish magnetizing these pieces. There. Now, drill here. Point it. Need to centralize it. Let's see, is this central? Yes. Going deep. We're going wide. We're going deep. Okay. And now, knife. We Beam it out. Nice. And sensually, and thickly and deeply. Okay. Centralize the hole a bit more. A bit more like this. Yes. Hmm. Hey, actually, no, right. Yeah, I have, again, in addition, I showed off, I have some little resin minis I also picked up as well. I got some Sister Repentia for Warhammer, resin ones. I almost took them out on the stream for forgetting that I got these the ones that are topless, so that they literally have tits out. I was about to show on the stream as well, so I was like, again, that's going to be a Discord and social media only thing when I get around to it. I think half my sister arm's going to be Discord and social media only postings for that once I'm through with all the proxies I want for it. Actually, heck, one of the future nights I'm going to probably want to work on is going to be also Discord and social media only because let's just say that there are some very saucy as well as fucked up third-party pieces you can get for making your Chaos Knights extra chaosy. And I am oh so tempted. So Slanesh calls to me in my balls. Okay, there we go. Good. So again, get a small bit of putty in there. Come on. Mostly act as a little step mounting point. Compact it down with the magnet. And now, super glue. The tiniest little bit. Okay. And now we send it. Let's see. Stick that. Let's see. Feels a bit further in than last one. Yeah, come on. Let's see. I think that needs a little bit more of a filler beneath it first. Yep. Just a little bit more. A putty fill at the bottom. Like so. Push. Oh, this will need a bit of sanding work to fit it in, but I mean, smooth it out. Need to keep the vertical alignment. Like that. Actually, one way to keep the vertical alignment as well. Look at my magnet. Push that through. Where'd my magnet go? Let's see. Uh-oh. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, hold on. Needs a bit more of a realignment on this one. Hold on. Clear that up a bit. Clear it a little bit more. Oh. Yeah, come on. Come on. Get before the glue dries. There. Good. Hold this very careful and steady. Looks straight. So I guess leave that for a little bit. Let that glue fully dry. Then you do a little bit of sanding, and then those will be aligned. Oh my goodness. This is a lot of precise work. What else do I have next to do? Machine gun. Does the machine gun, the rest of the weapons, details, and then it's armor panels. Yeah, okay then. So actually, the night is almost done. I think what I need to do now is oh wait, where are the elbow? Hold on. Shoulder joints. I have not reached the part with the shoulder joints yet. Here we go. So these are the shoulder joints for the very end, and they have a lock-in mechanism. So the shoulder joint. Yes, that is the Ultraman Z song. Is it Z? Hold on, is it Ultraman Z? Yeah, Akane cover. This is cool. It's a cool song cover. I haven't seen Ultraman Z. I've seen clips of it. So actually, yeah, the shoulder joint captures into the upper arm, and it seems to just lock in to the torso later with a twist. Okay then. Cool, 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 cool. All right, then. I think I can just do that shoulder piece now, especially while I have this little point to tell which one is which. Well, I think this now should be safe to driveway. Yes, there we go. So now we should be able to. Is that dry? No, it wasn't dry yet. Well, it's dry enough now. Let's see. Compare. Does this one actually need to go deeper? Let's see. Test it. Okay. So that just sits like that. Let's get the other one here. That's lots in there. There we go. Oh, I think I put the capture points, the captive connections the wrong way around. But I think it's so small, it's not even going to be visible once the armor's on anyway. Hmm. There we go. Seems good. Oh, what's this? Kamen Rider with Skull? Oh, let's see. Oh, hey, oh, that one. Nice. Oh, that looks cool as heck. Ooh, pretty fancy, sir. Sorry, I keep saying sir. Uh, Apologies for misgendering. I'm just used to saying good looking, sir. Good looking, sir. Anyway, let's see. Let's see. What do I need to do now? I think. Hmm. Hum. I'm gonna have to check to see what size magnet I need to keep this in place. And that can just swap here with this one. Like that. And then that's gonna be the little shield piece. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Perfect. So I need alright. Machine gun. With a stubber gun. Let's get that stubber gun going. Let's see. 100, 102, 103. Nope. 100. 102. Oop. And then 103. Stub gun. Well, I also have to choose which base plates to use on this as well. Where's the machine gun at? I saw that before. Machine gun. Ah, here we go. Give. Nice. Give. Nice. Give. Perfect. Mold lines remove. Yep. Two, three. Nice. And carefully. So again, focusing a little bit because there's such a mold lining. Okay. There we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And now. Oh, there's so much mold line cleaning. Go. Smooth. Okay. Okay. So I need to then pull that off and then do the magnetization process again. Let's see. Poke it. Stay centered and send it. No, wait. Wait, no, hold on. No, I'm supposed to sort that part. I'm supposed to... I'm not going to sort. I'm just going to snip it. That's just going to be faster. Boom. There. That was much faster. Now. I guess. Quick sand it smooth. There. Jam it in. Let's see. Whoop. Well, that went straight through. Minor issue only. You're not going to see that. You're not going to see that part anyway. So, knife. Here's a knife again. Blammo. Nice and carefully. Ream it. There we go. Clean. Very carefully. There we go. Nice and carefully. And then quick sand out. Okay, let's test. Okay, the magnet just slightly sits in. Perfect. Let's grab tiny bit of extra putty to act as a little platform. Let's see. Get. Okay. Wah! Okay, I dropped the putty blob. So, give me. Get a little extra. There we go. Okay. Nice. Okay. So, there's more than I need, but that's just how it goes sometimes. Let's grab out half of it. Squish that in. All right. Now, squish. Oh, actually, I guess. Dimple the putty in slightly first, so there's space for the glue to go. Spot of glue. Ah. Touch. Okay. Touched it in. This. And squish. Oh, whoopsie. Nope. Okay, that was a bit too much putty in there for the spacer. Made it one go in. Okay, let's impact it in a bit more. Yep. Okay. And send it. Okay. Close the super glue before it dries up on me. Yeah. There. There. Okay. Let me quickly stand down that little spot down there. Uh-huh. Nice. Okay. Perfect. And then this just clips on here. There we go. We've got a little machine gun here, and then this. How go? So this how go? How go this? Oh. Okay, just it goes under that spot. So just a little spot of cement. And slam it in. Bam. Okay. There we go. Alright. That is all the shoulder weapons magnetized in far longer than I thought it would. Oh, far longer than I thought it would, but also gotta drill the barrel. Close the center. Blah blah blah. Looks maybe a little bit this way. Let's see. Okay. Use the knife to enlarge it slightly this way. This way. A bit more this way. Good. Okay. Expand it this way. And then round file in. There we go. All right. Then, nope, some cement. That to smooth that out a bit. And just quick test fit. And I've got magnets flying everywhere now. Remove this. That's it. There we go. Ah, there we go. Look at that. Nice. Perfect. Okay. Let's see. So that's the main. I think that's all the magnetizations done. Okay, finally, all magnets. No, one magnet to do. This stupid gun thing. This has to align in. Let's see. How will this magnet fit? Perfectly. Hi, that fits perfectly. How lovely. I need flatter ones, though. Do I have the flatter disc magnets? Not many left. Oh, wait, yes. Okay. So, let's see. Give me these two. Give. With these two here, can this still fit all the way? Feels like that's okay. Okay, there's a bit of a shake. There's a bit of space there. Okay, good. So that I have somewhere to mount this stuff. Let's see. I need to hollow that part out as well here. Okay. Let's see. How? Whoop. So how? How? Plasticard. I need some plasticard. Where's my spare plasticard? Okay, here we go. Here's some of my spare thin plasticard. I'm gonna use that to create the platform for these magnets to attach to. So, okay. Doesn't need to be too neat. It just needs to be a platform to go over those two holes. There we go. Perfect. You'll never see this anyway. So, yeah, that. Nice. Okay. So then, grab these magnets back. Whoop. Here we go. Okay. Whoop. Come back. Come on. Uh-huh. Give. Okay. So this is the angle we're supposed to be at. So now I need glue. Let's get a little bit of a dab. And give me one of these magnets. There we go. Get that magnet in and centered. We want this nice and centered here. Nice. Some more of that. No! Come back! Yeah. Meh. Meh. Oh god, the glue. Ah god, the glue. Drop. Okay. I go. Ah. There we go. Okay. Two magnets. I'm blowing the glue dry. Okay. There we go. It's just happened to have one in my playlist. It's a cool song. I just like it. Do I know what they're singing? Not at all. I just like it. I looked at the translation once. What? What's wrong? What's wrong with that? That's a nice Chinese pop song. I think I've got two in my playlist. I should have two actually, which I encountered and liked. There we go. Why not? It's a cool thing. It's like what? Why not this? Why would I listen to Japanese songs and VTuber songs if I don't know the language? It's a cool song. I like it. It's a bop. Give some energy, especially when I'm so low energy. Well, I guess not low energy, just heavy focus in building my things. It's like, there's a nice little bop going. So now these two magnets are in place. Let us get two more magnets. Stick, stick. So two centered magnets here. These. Okay, alignment looks good. So, I need to get a small little bit of putty in there. And that's to just act as the spacer to hold this together. Hold them together. I mean, you don't listen to songs in languages you don't know? Some are good bops. Also, depending how often I listen, I might look up the lyrics here or there and find out what they are. There we go. Putty. Let's just do a small blob. And I went up. Genocyber OST. It's in Japanese. Don't understand a thing, but it's cool. Okay, now we squish. There we go. Hold it. There. So I should have used Vaseline so I can take this off. Well, shit. I have the Vaseline on my desk for such case where I need to mount something but not let it stuck, but oh well. I guess. How do I hold this in position now? Maybe I just have to. check alignment. I guess I just have to hold this. No, pop this upright like this, and let the putty dry overnight. So, okay, this has to now balance here. Hold on, wait, rechecking. Maybe can I just pop this off? No, I cannot. It's gonna make the putty peel. Blue tack, blue tack. I'm going to use blue tack to wedge into that to make sure that stays aligned. And then put that to the side. There you go. And squish. And squish. Okay, so this blue tack is going to hold this left to right alignment in place. Okay, this has to leave this overnight for that putty to dry. So that weapon's done with. Let's see. Okay. And then after that, once that's dry, I can then drill out the empty space here to make this still fit onto. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's do more. What you call it? Armor pieces. Yeah, let's do the armor pieces now. Let's see. No, oh. All the armor looks like it's gonna be easy to do separated first, painted and put together after. I think I'll finish up the weapons today. And put the arm mounts on. And then the rest of it will be clipping out later to have it ready to paint next time. Yeah, okay. So, don't. Why did I put the thing away? Let's finish building up the actual weapons I'm going to be using on this for now. If I field it anytime soon, which might be as soon as next week. So, the weird pile driver drill borehole thing. So I need to make, which is this piece. So just put all the bits I don't need inside the armored shell so I don't lose it. There we go. Perfect. All I care about are these two pieces, this and this. Let us see. Just quick cement wipe across all the sanding stuff I did. It helps pick up the lower loose bits and just also refills any areas which were scratched. Relieves a bit of the stress. Okay, so now this just sticks in there. Nice. Perfect. Okay. Keep the alignment. Like that. Push. Push. Nice and carefully. Yes, actually, that other weapon which I'm drawing is the weapon for this, so... Actually, I'm almost done, technically, with this. Huzzah. So ad break starting in a few seconds. Oh, well, can't do much about that. Catch you on the flip side of the ad break. I'll just keep cementing and gluing first. Let's see. I need to do the weird drill bit thing now. That's gonna potentially scratch paint. Huh. Oh, well. Let's see. So I just need the new weapon runner for this. Lap. 1, 2, 3. This. So am I missing... Why do I have an extra pipe here? Pipe 20. Does pipe 20 go anywhere? Have I missed a pipe 20 on something? Oh, it might have been on the weapon one, which is currently blue tagged and drying, so I'll handle pipe 20 another time. So let us continue. So let's see, 8. So, oh, concave nubs. Dang nabbit. Dang on nabbito. There we go. Hmm. 1999. So these 3 bore drill bits. What? Give. And give. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yep. Very careful. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very carefully. Right the way around. And finally, the third one. Gonna watch the paint. Well, it looks like probably just gonna be a case of insert gunmetal color, dry brush silver, and done. Sand right around. Nice and carefully. Right, now. Ah, concave nubs. Fuck that shit. Alright. Half round for the win for that, for the sending those out. Let me see. Can I trim that? Yep. Then concave sand it with the half round. Aha, there we go. Concave nub eliminated. Hmm. There we go. Okay. Now, let's see. Oh my god, is this another case where... Oh, jeez. How the heck? I can't... Paint will not reach there. Let's see. No. Paint's not going to reach on the inside of that, so I think... This might be a thing that needs to be kept separate. Yeah, I need to keep this separate, then. And... Hmm. Hum. Can I... So these drill bits will be kept separate, then. I will have to see. Shit, this might be another thing that needs to be kept separate for painting purposes, and then combined later. There's apparently there's a piece to not glue somewhere. Okay, then. Because the slidey mechanism. Oh, well, let us go... C7s. Oh, these two are 7. Alright, so, let me... Let's get these out. So, yeah. Just because there's a sliding mechanism and weird angles for this drill machine, it looks like I'm going to have to build a lot of this in separate pieces. One, two, three. And what else? How do these claws attach on? They look like they just go on. Interesting. Oh well. Yep. Very carefully. And... Oh, these knobs are so close to these raised little rivet pieces here. Yes. Now, scrape. Scrapey scrape. What is with this little bit down here? Does that match to anything? Don't know. Also, there's a weird... It's got a weird specifically raised spot. There's something attached to that? Oh, no, I think that's... Oh, wait, no, that's because that has to mount, like... Oh, yeah, okay, so that mounts on the pipe there, that's why. Okay, so that's why that's like that. So this part can... Oh, no, I have to capture... Ugh. It's like, oh my god, there's so many interlocking pieces on this thing now, which I need to keep separate or not. Hmm. First off, just finish scraping the mold line. Okay. And then also this piece. And sand it. Nice and carefully. Okay. Cool. So, this piece... No. Add a bit more. Like this. So this captures in here. That is a... Ooh. That is not much of a spare space for a paint layer to go through. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do it properly. We're gonna remount another hole. Live on... What fell? Anyway, that's it. We're gonna remount another hole live on stream. Well, yes, I don't need to ream this up. This hole's well reamed already. I need to widen the hole ever so slightly to ensure that paint will not scrape as this slides in and out. Just very carefully widening the hole ever so slightly. Like it, for good measure. Jeez, that is still not much. Because this thing's supposed to like slide in and out, but then paint has a significant thickness to it still, even with the thin coat strategy. Let's check the other. Like this. And let's try to stick all these together. Like so. Oh, wait, those have nubs on them. Oopsie. Let me just remove those nubs first. Okay. Says, will I ever display this with the drills all the way back? It'd be neat to try to keep that, but I'm going to have to definitely ream these holes out a bit without affecting the tolerance enough to make it wibble wobble. So yep, we're gonna ream it. Gonna use... Can I try? No, half round. I have to use the full round. Where's the full round gone? Oh, there. I just had the full round. Here it is. So, careful reaming around the whole circle again. Just widen it ever so slightly, so we won't get... I won't have to fix paint scratchings as I slide this back and forth during the game. And why would I ever slide it back and forth? That's another question. I feel like, you know, you'd have this thing that posed in the combat ready state all the time, so the power driver would be out. There. Check the tolerance fit. It's better than nothing, I suppose. I was like, just... Where's my sponge? Oh, here's my sandpaper. Grab that. Let me just tear a little bit of sandpaper off. So I've reamed the hole, and I can also just sand down the body itself ever so slightly. Well, I think the sandpaper might be too fine for this job, but it will help maintain the circle. And then also, worst case, if the paint still scratches anyway after the fact, then I'll just put a little blob of glue on, and now it's permanently fixed in one position. And then I'll fix the paint, and done. Yeah, that's the thing when it comes to, like, painting things which have deal with tolerance and stuff, like especially like painting Gundams, master grades and stuff, and some high grades, you do have to sand down and widen the tolerance around the elbows and knee joints, so you can still get your full movement without scraping the paint at those tiny spots. More so if you're doing like thicker, like spray can coats. I think you'd probably have to actually do the same for airbrush coats, from my experience, because the airbrush coats will be much thinner and more delicate. So you definitely want that tolerance in it. Okay. Let's check, and woo, okay. I guess we'll find out, I suppose. Can I just ream out the front ever so slightly? Lightly reaming. There. Then a quick round of cement just to smoothen out all the reamings. There. Okay. So now... So this needs to be kept separate from this, so I can thread these through, then stick this in place. It's very annoying. So what, just cement along the side here to fix it up a bit. Nice and carefully. Around all the sides. There. Okay, there we go. So again, awkward point where in the night where if I can't actually finish building it because I need to keep parts separate for painting it. So then what am I miss? Elbows! Oh no, shoulders. The shoulder, quite there. I think all I have left to do is the shoulder joints. And then that's it. Everything else I need to just snip off and then keep separate for painting. Which means, ideally, what I'm going to do then is I use shoulder joints. Call it that for the stream today. Actually get some sleep. And then in the few days I may or may not have available until next stream, I'll try to get all the pieces snipped out and primed so we can actually get to actual painting for next stream. And I think I really want to do this color scheme. I really, really, really want to do this color scheme. And I think that it's a yellowish white. It's a bone white. Actually, hold on. Holy shit, wait a second. Yeah, that's a weathered bone white with some rich red detail bits on it. So, okay, here we go. I found the color I'm going to use. I'm just going to check how much to thin this stuff to make it airbrush usable. Because this, I know this stuff is actually pretty thick. So that means I'm going to have to, let me see. Mecha Primer. Ooh, no, let me think. I'm thinking. Mecha Primer Grey first. No, Grey Primer at first. Mecha Primer White. Or Mr. Hobby White. Yeah, Mr. Hobby White is actually much smoother. To do the Zenithal over this. And then I just send it with the Bone White. And then come in with the... Looks like a burnt iron, dark steel, dark iron color. Because I don't have any dark... Yeah, I have this gunmetal, but this gunmetal is not as dark as the gunmetal this thing has. So I'm going to have to find a dark gunmetal. Which means, if possible, I can check the hobby shops as well before then. So yeah, dark gunmetal I need. I have the bone white already. I have many red colors because my Space Marines are red, so I have a lot of red options for that. And I think maybe just a little bit of pin washing on top of that with enamels. Yeah, okay, so I think... Unless I change my mind. Again, I'm going to have to look through my 9th edition Chaos Knights book just to see what color schemes they use. And just, what piques my fancy beyond this color scheme. And we'll go with that and see. Yeah, okay, so anyway, that spend the last little bit of tonight's lovely stream. Again, thank you everyone who comes, lurks and everything. Every little bit helps. And just love to have the company during the one day of the week which I can commit to just only doing hobbying. Usually-ish. Cloudflare permitting. Thanks, Cloudflare, 2 weeks ago. Anyway, it is going to be shoulder time. 98 and 99. These two first. Also, I can test the fit to see how this bloody thing even attaches. Because it means these capture onto the upper arm joint, and then it'll pressure fit lock in to the body itself. Oh. Anyway, let's see. Snip. Again, got to do all the cleanup. Oh yeah, also I have all these Terminators to build up as well. God damn. Oh yeah, also, shit, that's a thing which I completely forgot to yap about. The new Blood Angels attachment for Warhammer Community's Grotmas released. And I play Blood Angels on my Space Marines, and it suddenly looks like an interesting detachment. I normally use a Liberated Assault Group army rule, which gives you like +1 attack, +2 strength and charge. But the new Grotmas release for this, what was it, Rage-Fueled Warriors or something, Rage of Sanguinius or whatever, it gives up to +2 attacks, and that feels like I could just, no matter what enemy I hit, just, flood them with attacks, because, like, let me think. +2 attacks on the charge when the battle shocked. Space Marine has 4 attacks on the chainsword, becomes 6 attacks in a squad of 5, so that's 30 chainsword, no. Squad of 4 with a power fist. So 6 of 24 chainsword attacks on the charge. That's statistically it's going to be very hard for my opponent to not roll a few 1s or 2s to save. And then the chainswords can also gain extra pip of AP from the stratagems. So AP armor piercing 2 chainswords will push Terminator invulnerable saves. So pretty much the most basic, well, the second most basic bitch of Space Marine weapons can threaten the best armor possible, well, best save possible, short of very specific circumstances, and have a shitload of attacks going in to either flood the opponent with saves or to actually get a chance to get a wound in. So, hello, Dr. Anime. Welcome. How are you doing? I've been doing tons of magnetizations on this Chaos Knight, and now we're drawing near the end because all the magnets are pretty much done and drying, and everything's going to be at a stage of I just need to clip it out and paint it. How are you doing? I'm just yabbing about the new Blood Angels attachment that released from Warhammer Community. for the Glotmas Christmas event. And yeah, it's looking pretty spicy with how many attacks one can get with that detachment now. And I am considering I'm gonna be running it on this Thursday's game. And I'm just yeah, really excited to try it out and just see what sort of bullshit I can get up to with it. So let's see. So this shoulder thing goes here. Yeah, having +1 attack plus... I'm going to miss the +2 strength, I know for sure, with that detachment. I feel like that detachment is actually going to make me have to take chaplains to get +1 to wound, because it has no way for itself to gain +1 to wound on the charge. There's no lance stratagem with that detachment. I had to either rely on built-in lance, like on the Sanguinary Guard spears, or I had to have chaplains giving +1 to wound. And so, oh, chaplains can't join Sanguinary Guard anyway, so I think Sanguinary Guard with the spears that have lance are going to benefit the most from this attachment then. Okay, well, look, we have a little bit of a piston action here. Nice. Let's just press this. Ah, yeah. Seems pretty interesting. Okay, that's a good pressure fit. Nice. So I have to think of a detachment that is going to involve my chaplains. Which means I want to try Terminators, because giving Terminators +2 attacks on the charge is going to be fucking insane. But the thing is that I have to either decide between my sustain hits 1 librarian, but I have no bonus to my strength, to wound. But sustain hits when rolling a bajillion, like 25 powerful hits, is going to trigger quite a lot. Or do I very rapidly build up my chaplain and Terminator armor and bring him in so that he can give me +1 to wound with them all the time to get that value? Because that means pretty much I'll be wounding anything I hit with those effectively on 2s, with the detachment reroll 1s to wound. So I effectively have twin linked on all the Terminator's power fists. And that feels pretty good. Could be even worse. Worse for the lightning claws, because they're gonna be 7. Some 35 lightning claws attacks on the charge at AP potentially 3, strength 6. And then either sustain hits 1 or +1 to wound, depending if I do the librarian or chaplain. That is ooh, that's a very, very spicy option I have there. Ooh, evil thoughts. Hold on, let me just squeeze it. Let me grab some test weapon. Here we go. Oh, okay. Is your magnet coming out? Right, your magnet came out, but it did its job of getting a platform from the putty, so huzzah. Boom, look at that! We got the body with a chainsaw arm on it. Yeah, and then this can be demagnetized. Well, magnetized weapons. Okay, well, those will be stuck back in here. They'll be magnetized and ready to swap out as needed between all the weapon loadouts. But I think, actually, with this elbow on now in place, and I know this piece pops out a lot, let me just get the super glue and just glue it in right now. There we go. Spar super glue on the putty platform, and then I squish this back down. In proper alignment. Okay, so again, this is a thing that would dry, although that can dry much quicker. Let's quickly get the other elbow going. And then that'll be that for the night. So yeah, major leap in progress. Just took a few nights of letting putty dry for those magnet platforms. the magnet sitting platforms. So huzzah. Huzzah, huzzah, huzzah.
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
Ah, hydrate. Thank you for the hydration. Very appreciate it. Water. Hmm. So, we find someone loving to raid. I actually see a few people who are still active, whom I can raid, and I will, depending how fast I get this part done, might be able to get a quick raid in for one of them finishes. We'll see. Okay, snip, snip. But yeah, hope everyone's having a good time. Yeah, the new attachment. It doesn't have, also, yeah, it doesn't have fallback and charge either. So, I'm wondering if a lieutenant might be a good call as well in my army for that. Like a lieutenant in a like a semi sort of front line screening role with a squad. With the once per battle fights first, too. So if someone charges me, I will fight first, probably weaken it. Hopefully weaken enough so that the squad survives. And then after that, the lieutenant, the whole squad fall back, shoot and charge after that with whoever remains. And the lieutenant himself is a pretty good unit. Yeah, possibilities. Of course, there's a lot of fighting between lieutenant or just a chaplain to get +1 to wound. I think having a lot of chaplains would help. Also, you still need to have a lot of captains just for the command points economy. Like captain with the sanguinary guard with spears feels like a requirement. The swords can kind of handle themselves on their own. The spears can use a stratagem to gain the AP pip and everything, and feels like, yeah, this one there's like a complete flip around in terms of which semi-guard you want to use. Just because you have a stratagem to get an AP pip now, suddenly and you have no lance, having the inbuilt lance on these semi-guard spears feels a lot better. Thankfully, I built 3 of each. 3 with spears, 3 with swords. So I can represent either as I need. Or I might bring both even. Why do I keep hearing things falling around me? I don't like that. Anyway. There we go. Another elbow. The shoulder joint ready, and there. So, let me try to see if I can balance some of these like this. Yeah, there we go. Can I get a nice view of this for the camera? Sort of-ish. Sort of-ish is the key word here. Yeah, like that. Lots of little bits and bobs here. And yeah, with that though, I think. There we go, look at that. Look at the skeleton. The right arm is drying off to the side just because I had to hold it with some blue tack for the putty dry in alignment. Everything else is armor panels, or pieces that need to be painted first before combining together. So, yeah, huzzah, okay. So ideally, some stuff I'll do a bit of maintenance of this off stream to get all the things ready for painting and primed. So next stream we're going to begin the painting work. Yeah, with that, thank you all for coming. Greatly appreciate it. Let us see whom we can send the fun over to right now at this time, because there are quite a few peeps on. Let me see. Let us take a look at the Twitch page. And also, actually, you can take a look and see in the category as well. Let me see. Oh, there's also some people who have not raided before either. There's many people. Whomst is there? Also, I can check. Let me check. Let me see. Yeah, as well. I stream every Tuesday, about 10 p.m. Japan Standard Time, and yeah, we will see. Oh my God, I am still. Where is my thing? Where is my channel? Hold on, I'm just trying to open my own channel right now. There we go. Click. Whomps do we have here in the categories? It is a weird hour at this time. Oh, I am hearing myself. In which window am I hearing myself in? I don't know. Let us look around. Oh, not many on tonight. All right, let's see. Let me click, and let me click and go. But what the heck? Interesting. Interlisting. Extra interlisting. Let's see, will this work? Yeah, actually, let's see if this works. I said let's see if this works. Using the correct command helps. There we go. We're gonna send the fun to Suio. Yeah, she's back from holiday again. So yeah, let's see. Raid message is gonna be the community has come to say hello. Sticks magnets everywhere. And then we just stick some emotes as we like. Bammo. Yeah, also, I got to birthday match recently. Haha, see my socials, catch it. So, thank you for coming, great, appreciate it. And as always, I'll catch you next time at 10 p.m. Japan Standard Time. And yeah, until next time. Oh god. Okay, until next time. The meme. Oh Jesus. Okay. Away we go. I don't have a free hand to click the raid button. Go. Eh.